It's not quite a year since Lazarus opened on stage in New York. Irish playwright Enda Walsh worked closely with David Bowie on the project, yet not even he realized how sick his collaborator was. On 10th of January this year Bowie died aged 69. Now Lazarus is opening in London, the city of Bowie's birth. In September 2014 Enda Walsh was in New Mexico when he took a message from British theatre producer Robert Fox. Would Walsh be free to pop up to New York to talk to David Bowie about a stage project the singer had been batting around for a while? Walsh, from Dublin but long resident in London, didn't need asking twice. Bowie presented him with 4 pages of notes he'd written. It was David's idea of what the musical could be. Partly it was a dramatic treatment but also an outline of a character he was obsessed with, Thomas Newton. So that was our starting point. Bowie had played the humanoid alien visitor Newton in the film The Man Who Fell to Earth. Nicholas Roeg's 1976 movie was based on a book of the same name by American writer Walter Tevis. It was the Newton character and his basic situation from which Bowie and Walsh, as co-writers, developed a detailed script. The show uses around 20 Bowie songs. Going insane. Robert Fox told me to read the book on the plane, Walsh says. So I knew the basic themes: an alien who finds himself on Earth and cannot escape and wants to get home. He drinks himself crazy. I thought it was a fantastic situation, a man whose brain is basically folding in on top of him. In retrospect, when we met in New York I can see it was a sort of audition. David needed to know if we could work together. But soon it became collaboration. In Lazarus it's much later than the film and Thomas is still stuck on Earth. He's aching because this woman left him years ago and he's drinking gin and just eating Twinkies. Basically he's going insane. But David had already created 3 other characters and various images. And from there we discussed the tragic position Thomas is in and what the story could be. Work progressed partly with Bowie and Walsh in the same room, but often through Skype and email. He would play Thomas and I would play everyone else, explains Walsh. David really felt the troll and came up with some of the best lines. But there was no intention of David ever taking the part in the theater. At this point David seemed completely fine and in great shape. He was wonderful, inspiring company.